jointly delivered by the LCDA and a private property developer was a 27 hectares market cum dump site which had become notorious as a criminal's den. The project is the first of its kind to be constructed by a local council. It is made up of 66 units of two-bedroom flats, 14 units of three-bedroom semi-detached houses, 1 unit of four-bedroom detached houses, and 20 units of three-bedroom terraces. In attendance at the commissioning event were the Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and his deputy, Dr. Bafemi Hamzat, Mayor Dele Oshinawo, the Executive Chairman Aboyi Ketu LCDA, royal dignitaries, government officials, and residents of the community. Chairman of Aboyi Ketu LCDA, Dele Oshinawo, in his remarks, said the completion of Greenwich Gardens was addressing housing needs and rejuvenating the crime-prone area, adding that its objectives are in tandem with the fourth M pillar of Governor Sanwo-Olu's Themes Plus agenda of making Lagos a 21st century mega city.
The official commissioning of the first phase of a remarkable housing project known as Greenwich Gardens, which was constructed through a public-private partnership initiative. This housing project represents the visionary ability of our administration to establish a new voyage of grassroots development in the country. Indeed, the philosophy behind the government in the grassroots is to tilt our administration working in synchronization with Sustainable Development Goal number 11, which provides room for inclusive and sustainable urban development in defining our path to addressing housing deficits, as well as providing a beautiful and conducive environment that will be affordable and accessible to majority of the citizenry. Therefore, our objective is in tandem with Mr. Governor's main goal under the Themes Plus agenda, through the fourth pillar M, making Lagos a 21st century economy by substantially reducing the housing deficit through different strategies. This includes partnering with the private sector to deliver a significant number of housing units that are affordable, safe and decent people residing in Lagos State. Furthermore, it is pertinent to mention that the structure on this estate were completed using 100% locally sourced material. This created direct and indirect jobs for residents and citizens of our communities. I am glad to announce that Greenwich Gardens comprises of 101 apartments, 66 units of two-bedroom flats, 14 units of three-bedroom semi-detached, and 1 unit of four-bedroom semi-detached house, 20 units of three-bedroom terraces, and 65 residential plots, site and service scheme. Given the available information, Aboyi Ketu LCDA is the first grassroots government in Nigeria to embark on housing project and site and service scheme through PPP initiative. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's occasion is quite historic, not only because it's the first housing project to be constructed by a local government administration, but also for the fact that it coincides with the 20 years establishment of 37 LCDA in Lagos State. Credit must be accorded to the visionary leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who as a governor of Lagos State created 37 LCDAs in addition to the 20 local governments. Let me also leverage on this special event to commend the exceptional leadership of our amiable governor, who provided the conducive atmosphere that enabled this necessary support for the commencement and development and actualization of this legacy project of our administration. Sir, I want to thank you, sir. I know I always disturb you with phone call late night because of this project. I call you 24 hours because of this project. So thank you very much. We appreciate you, sir.
In his own remarks, the chairman of the All Progressives Congress in Lagos State, Mr. Cornelius Ojelabi, commended the LCDA chairman for believing in the philosophy of the party and partnering the state governor in executing the same through the provision of dividends of democracy to the people of Lagos.
The local government is bringing to this particular local government, you actually deserve it. I want to urge that as you have been doing giving your support to our party. Please continue to do that. Try as much as possible to maintain unity within the political class. Try as much as possible to maintain peace within our local government. God Almighty will continue to be with you. And to those of you that are going to benefit from this particular housing scheme, I want to urge you. I want to urge you and remember where you have gotten this particular opportunity from. We have built some housing scheme. When their support is needed to support our party, they do otherwise. To those of you that are going to benefit from this particular project, remember, it is the administration of All Progressive Congress, Lagos, by making sure that you lend your support to us. Once again, I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and very, very prosperous New Year in advance. Thank you and God bless you.
Pioneer Chairman of the LCDA, Mrs. Yetunde Arobieke, who gave a brief history of crimes in the area while appreciating incumbent Governor Sanwo-Olu, also thanked former Governor Babatunde Fashola for his support and the role he played in ensuring that the once dreaded location is transformed into the cynosure and architectural masterpiece that it is today.
It is important you know how this project originated. Actually, it spanned through to when the president of Nigeria was the governor of Lagos State. I can remember I saw placards of where Lagos State intend to build housing estate, and I saw a Kanimodo there. I was wondering, how can they imagine building housing estate in a Kanimodo with the way it is now? So I started my journey from Moses Adebisi. I went through, got to Uto, went through and got, yes, I'm sure the state know what they are talking about. So, how will this be achieved? This place used to be a porous black spot, a place where crime is hatched and implemented. In fact, when this place was cleared, the gun seen on this land was more than 10,000 of various sophistication, from Shakabula to AK-47, even extensive sophisticated weapons. I said, God, am I going to leave this place the way I met it? The answer is capital no. So I took it upon myself. I said, what would I need? I need 24/7 security. I make sure my house was secured. I made sure I went to intensive prayer on the matter because I want to do what they claim other chairmen. Someone even came to tell me, your husband, when he was sole administrator, attempted it and could not do it. He was not sent. But I told the governor, I said, we must achieve this. And here we are. We have achieved it, haven't we? We give God all the glory.
The project goal has been achieved. On one part, given the various affordability measures adopted by our company, we have been able to have complete sales of the housing units standing here today. We can therefore say that the market perception, which was wrong before, has changed in favor of the development of the entire Akanimodo residential scheme. On the other part, to say the obvious, the project has contributed to transforming the environment. What used to be a dreaded axis is now seen as area for living with sense of comfort and security. Law-abiding citizens of Lagos State can now pass through the area at any reasonable hours of the day without any fear of insecurity. Greenish gardens can then be referred to as the pivot of transformation. We remain grateful for the commitment of the executive chairman of Agboyike to LCDA, Mayor Dele Oshinowo for his confidence in our company and his commitments to the success of this project. Our special appreciation goes to the Governor of Lagos State for the support so far on the development of Akanimodo residential scheme and for his time to commission these projects. I would like to close my speech by extending a note of commendation to the entire project team. I think they are around. I don't know if you are around, with permission of Governor. Can you please stand up for recognition? The entire project team of Beaufort Homes Limited.
By making sure that the dividends of democracy is delivered to the group people of Agboyiketu, I sincerely appreciate you. You are partnering with Mr. Governor, knowing fully well that Mr. Governor cannot do it alone. The housing deficit of Lagos State, you key into that particular program, and that is why we are here to commission this particular project. I give kudos to you because you have contributed immensely to our success in all the elections starting from 1999 to date. So whatever be the sort of development the state government and the local government is bringing to this particular local government, you actually deserve it. I want to urge that as you have been doing, giving your support to our party, please continue to do that.
The governor commended the chairman of Agboyiketu, Mayor Dele Oshinowo, and acknowledged the doggedness of the first chairman of the LCDA, Mrs. Yetunde Arobieke, who kick-started the project.
Mrs. Yetunde Arobieke, aka Yaro, herself, she was until very recently a cabinet member in Lagos State. Thank you very much. You're a real Amazon, and we know how tirelessly and how passionate you are for Agboyiketu. Today is also a very happy day, and so we've seen a large number of our party faithful. Thank you very much for coming out. All of the recipients and allottees in this estate, I congratulate you, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, to celebrate with you on what we see as a valuable dividend of democracy in the provision of shelter here in Agboyiketu. A lot of people have spoken about Akanimodo Ajalogun. Indeed, this is a complete transformation. Several years ago, it used to be a place that no one can dare to imagine that a wonderful edifice like this will come up. Let me use, therefore, this occasion that we are witnessing today, what is purposeful governance at the grassroots level. Good governance at the grassroots level, visionary leadership, and continuity in governance that are driven by putting people first. Because you can see that it's only when you have continuity that people can build on what others have done. And when you have clear vision, you will know that indeed, whatever are the successes of your predecessor, you need to build upon it and take it even higher. And so the story here today is worthy to note. It's a story that I'm truly, truly proud of, and one that other chairmen at this level will also take forward. To come here and commission an housing project with very unique architectural design, beautiful layouts, landscape that is next to none. I think it's very commendable and it deserves a round of applause. And I did say that the first chairman, Ms. Arobieke, she saw them raw diamond in raw and began the hard work. I was also in another government agency when I left cabinet, and I know too well that we also worked here. We did a lot of piling here, but it was a tough terrain, a difficult terrain for anybody to have imagined. But we're here today. We're here today because people have dreamed big dreams, and they've been able to polish that diamond that they saw. They've been able to ensure that here We can bring about complete regeneration. We can give hope to the hopeless. We can give a source of good governance to the people of Agboiketu. All of that effort was also taken forward by our own predecessor, by our own successor, Honorable Obafemi Durosimi, who continued in the same spirit until the time of our current chairman, Mayor Dele Oshinowo, who, like he had said here, in the past 5 years, he's been dogged, he's been one of our shining examples, and he's been one of the best in class. On this project, I can say that there were several late night calls in which he had to say to me that he has to take this to a logical end. And so I've reviewed this project with him a couple of times, and each time I was very impressed with his commitment, with his steadfastness, but with a vision that he can bring it to reality. I'm happy that I encouraged him. I'm happy that I gave him all the support. And I'm happy that we gave him all the discounts, all the exemptions, all the waivers to make sure that it becomes a reality here today. And so, the Greenwich Garden Housing Estate at Agboiketu will provide more decent homes for Lagosians, for Lagosians residing in this metropolis. It's sustained by the earnest desire for us to work together collaboratively. Government at the state level or even at the national level cannot do it alone. Governance is at various levels, and we have seen that we can actually have purposeful governance even at the third tier of government, which is at the local government level. They provided the environment, the ambience for the investor to bring about his investment, and they work collaboratively until the end. Unarguably, this estate will provide another livable community, and it will add value to the ambience of this environment. It will serve as a catalyst for improved economic activity in this entire community. You can see that the whole of Lagos is turning to a mega city. If Agboiketu can get it right, if Ketu can get it right, then there is opportunity for all the other communities to do the same. And so we as a government, we understand the challenges of housing in our state. We know that the deficit is huge, and so we need to be able to think out of the box, collaborate with the private sector, and create an enabling environment for them to thrive. In the last 4 years, we have handed over 19 housing estates that this administration has done. And we're happy that we still have a lot more to deliver. I want to congratulate the entire leadership of Agboiketu LCDA. I want to commend the chairman, and I want to throw the challenge to other chairmen that are here. I know that all of you have your peculiar challenges and you have your peculiar visions on what you want to do. But housing should certainly also rank among those your vision.
The estate plaque was unveiled by the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
Where is the last person? Should I tell CM if you could put a thanks quickly before the commissioning by
Thank you. Agboiketu Housing Development Project. This is Greenwich Garden built by administration of Mayor Dele Oshinowo, chairman of the government, commission here today by Mr. Governor, and we're happy that we're in partnership with Belfort. Thank you very much. We're happy that this will be the beginning of a lot more other estates that are here in Ajaloku, Akalimodo, in Agboiketu. Thank you. So we hereby unveil the houses here at Greenwich Gardens at Agboiketu. To the glory of God, to the benefit of mankind, and to all of the dwellers that will live here well, peacefully, and they will, it will be the beginning of bigger things to happen in their life and family. Thank you.
The dignitaries present at the event were taken on a tour around the estate